forgot about Whistle Pig.
Have you guys heard of the Whistle Pig in Niagara Falls?
Yeah, I've been there.
Wait, is it a place?
It's
Well,
like
the
a
place is called Pages, but they had a menu item called the Whistle Pig, which was like a bacon wrapped cheese dog.
Oh, weird.
They used to have a really shitty, like, child's amusement park there. Like 20
I
years
don't
ago.
remember the front of it.
I only know it from there's a really like expensive whiskey here in the Midwest called Whistle Pig.
Okay.
It's like $60 to $70.
It's like a trashy hot dog joint. Buffalo.
Interesting.
Or Niagara Falls.
Also, I will remind you that Mike renamed Whistle Pig Piss Wiggler.
Yeah.
I think that was a co-op joint.
Was it Josiah, Mike?
That was a Josiah.
Well,
like,
yeah, because he did the regular spoonerism, which is wig,
Pissel wig.
pissel wig, and then I swapped the middle consonant.
Piss Wiggler.
Piss Wiggler.
All right, did you guys roll?
Yeah, 11.
Sure didn't.
I got 15.
4. Okay, so we were hot off our vampire fight. We made nice with the guards, followed them upstairs, got into a fight with Lucine. She escaped. She was supposed to kind of have a deal with us. She just kind of blew us off. We're trying to negotiate with the vampires, but we haven't really found any yet. And we just did a lot of exploring. We found out there's like a magic barrier surrounding the whole castle that any air can't get in or out, so we're like have a limited oxygen supply. And then the vampires allegedly can't leave either. I think we were just exploring a bunch, and I think we just entered a room with some bad juju.
There were a couple other things that happened that were kind of big. Does anybody else remember?
Yeah, I got knocked out. How did I get knocked out? There was a tripwire or something, right?
Yeah, that was pretty late in all of that. There was like 3 events that happened in
Hawkwood
between.
came back.
Yeah, Hawkwood came back. He got his gun.
Quesnef is just sitting on a throne area.
That's right. We were sneaking around him while we were exploring.
Oh yeah.
The events I'm thinking of is like Hawkwood came back and you interrogated Python Indigo, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And he's gonna watch after Halthorpe.
What do you remember about Python Indigo?
He was like a sickly bard man. He
Wasn't. Yeah, he looked sickly, but do you remember anything about like his kind of like his character?
Shifty.
Yeah, he didn't like the Black Lanterns, right? He was like, he thought we were like his superiors or something that were coming to
Like taking him to task.
chastise him or something.
Right. And he said he had been busy doing other work, and he had another friend that was also an ex-lantern called Pig Whistler.
Okay.
Or no, Whistle Pig, a.k.a. Piss Wiggler. And his specialization was divination.
That's right.
So, remember you gave old Piss Wiggler a call?
That's how he found out about the barrier.
Right. And Piss
Oh,
Wiggler was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, hey, we just got back from a raid. Who's this?
Who knows?
Oh yeah, sure. You're working with Python. Yeah, sure. I'll help out. Do a little bit of divination stuff. He's on his way to come up to physically inspect the barrier, but right now he's like unloading from a ship in the docks of Sharn.
Okay.
But he was able to like translocate and get like a sky, because Python said like Whistle Pig was normally like the eye of the sky, who would just kind of like be in. Not the astral plane, but he would. What is that ability? You can project yourself and see far other places.
Scrying?
Yeah, it's called scrying in D&D, but like there's like
astral
another
projection?
version of it.
Astral projection?
Nah, it wasn't exactly that. Essentially, like he was kind of like a drone, Like he would be able to like he's like a ward almost, except he doesn't need an animal. He would just like stay way in the back lines, and he would like get visions of the place that they want to look, and he'd kind of be the eye in the sky. He can't really get inside the manor at this point, so he's going to try to get closer to see if he can tell you, but it's going to take a while. What else? Yeah, there was an encounter when you guys went downstairs. What happened there?
Oh, the ninjas dropped from the ceiling.
That was one of them. There was a one before that in the throne room.
Oh, Hawkwood got his ass blasted by Quesna.
Yeah. You guys saw like an innocent woman try to run for the front door, and you saw her turn, look, eyes go wide, and then she just like combusted, and she took one more step and just like flittered to ash. And you saw that Theobald was sitting on the throne. Hawkwood got really pissed off at that, decided he was going to try to put a bullet in whoever did that, because Hawkwood's kind of a dumb, good idiot like that. Hawkwood almost also was reduced to ash.
Yeah. Rolling natural 20, right?
Yep. He ran off. Quesnef didn't really think twice about it. Just kind of waiting. You saw him, he didn't see you. You went into the ballroom. Vampire ninjas, of course. What do you remember about the vampire ninja encounter?
Wouldn't they all like work together? I think I got like triple sneak attacked.
You're very smart about it. I think you only killed one, and then two of them got away.
Yeah.
One of them disabled Alan Greenspan somehow. I forget what they did.
Magic?
It was like a stun. Like a stun sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Or it was like a poison, I think, from like an arrow.
Makes
I
sense.
thought the stun happened in the next room. Like the door was trapped or something.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, you were on the ground and like, not paralyzed, but
Somebody was going to get coup de grace.
yeah, exactly.
Hawkwood
Like we were
was.
just about to
I
kind of rescue him from that,
I got
and then they
sneak
all
attack,
just vanished.
But I survived it.
Oh, that was you, Ballstar?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was awkward.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No, Hawkwood was off to the right.
Yeah.
I initially got like sneak attacks, like when the battle
Well, yeah,
when the
he was
encounter
off.
began.
He was off to the
Yeah,
right.
okay, it was Hawkwood.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, he was assassinated. That was the big thing. He was the first one to get dropped on, so he was surprised.
Yeah.
So the sneak attack was crit.
Right.
Anyway, so you guys did that. You guys decided to move south, where there is the like kind of a garden area. There is a whole bunch of lines of servant quarters. You guys really haven't gone in any of the servant quarters yet. You decided that you're going to open a door into the garden area, and there was a trap. Knocked two of you unconscious. Is that right?
Yeah, me and
Ballstar. Yep.
I think so.
So there's no hit point damage. You guys are just unconscious. As soon as the door opened, the trap sprung. There was like purple mist and everything. Immediately there were dogs beginning to bark, and we were going to roll initiative.
Lovely.
Let's roll some initiative. If you'd be so kind as to log into your Roll20 accounts. I do have a video with music that I have in mind that I'll send over the group me if you guys want to listen to it.
See?
Do it.
if I play music, is Hangout smart enough to noise cancel it?
I don't know.
Do you have headphones with a microphone?
I do. but I wear glasses and earpiece
It's annoying.
causes the. It's just a pain.
It's not like over ones like the one I have.
Well. It looks like this, but it just messes with me.
No worries. You could try playing it.
Yeah, let's do a little test here.
I know when I play music, you guys can hear it. But you got a Mac, don't you, Joe?
Yep.
We hear it.
Oh yeah.
You can hear that surf rock.
It's called Gay Bar.
Oh. Generally, if Mike and Josiah do it, I don't really hear it because I think you guys do it away from the mic.
Yeah. And we do it quiet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the room.
Yeah, you can put your phone like across the room and play it quietly through the phone.
Kiss me through the phone.
Classic. The old gems. The new stems. Yeah, they're good. They got peanut butter chips.
Ooh.
Not just peanuts. Angus. Ain't they good?
What?
Ain't they good?
Yeah.
Oh, week old.
What did you say?
A week old, them joints are.
Oh.
Get better when you're cinched with the dots.
Okay. Initials, if you wishes.
Bitches.
Bitches.
I'm at 11.
Confirm me the bots.
Oh,
You dingle.
yeah. 6.
Okay. All-Star?
14.
Terrence?
Having natural 20, goes pro 22, and 11 for Barbolina.
Wizards up front is always good. Living in the future is pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay. Meat. No dice. Dice. All right. So currently, Ballstar and Alan Greenspan are unconscious, snoring on the floor of the mansion.
We took a short rest, didn't we?
I thought so.
Yes, we did. Because we talked forever.
Yeah. Yeah, because my hit points are at max.
Oh, God damn it. I logged out of Roll20. Give me a second. Hold on.
Oh no.
Yay!
I think this is like a shitty battery, too.
Okay. So, currently the door is open about halfway. You hear barking. There are obviously dogs seeming to run across the courtyard as soon as the door is opened. However, Ballstar and Greenspan are unconscious. So that's going to take us to the very top of the round where the dogs win initiative.
Damn. The big 22.
Dogs got 23.
Damn. Damn.
Damn dogs.
Oh, damn.
1 and 2 each take a boot of Alan Greenspan. And,
Shake him like a leaf.
pretty much. Yeah, like grapple Alan Greenspan. They're gonna roll some athletics checks. Ooh. The left one's kind of slacking, but the right one makes up for it as they just begin dragging Alan Greenspan's body deeper into the courtyard.
Okay.
The third one gets up in the door's face and grabs Ballstar.
Yeah.
Ooh, with a natural 1 athletics,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like you're trying to tug at the tiniest member of your crew, just not able to. It's like Ballstar's like armor is stuck on the door handle or something.
I walked through my bedroom door today, and the button on my back pocket got wedged in the little metal door jamb.
Jesus.
So my button is now lodged in my door clamp.
That's impressive.
You know what's the worst is like you get the belt loop that gets through one of those horizontal door handles, just snags you right on and like hooks you around the door. It's the worst.
That's the worst.
Anyway.
Big T is up next.
Alright.
I've got nothing here.
Well, let me see. Self. Who?
Angus. Kringus. I made a good margarita. Think of that. Just in like a simple syrup reduction. Just turned out good. I didn't have any triple sec, but it was fun.
You made your own simple syrup?
I found out
So
every time I do the salt on the rim, it always is terrible. But if you take like citric acid, like you take like lime juice and put it on the rim, it like clings to it really well.
So wait, so what was it? Besides
It was just
Tequila.
fucking lime juice.
I think I'm gonna cast Big Beast Can,
I got the salt right. I
Big Can?
was like,
and I'm gonna put it next to Alan.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a good.
oh man, the Aladdin hand, like the old, like Robin Williams as the genie.
Yeah, or the Smash Brothers final boss hand.
Oh, that's much better.
Master hand.
That's much
yeah,
better.
Master hand. And it's going to make an attempt to
Glover.
pull Alan Greenspan away
It's Donald
from
Glover.
Nuggy and move
I'm
him out of
too
the
old for
room.
this shit.
Back out to the
Grab
hall.
Okay. Let me get a mini for it really quick. Downloading. Oh yeah. Is it large sized?
The
Yeah, I think so.
Nice hand.
there it is.
All right, so it's gonna do post athletics checks with the dogs. So you roll athletics. I'll roll 2 athletics.
Oh, 27.
Damn.
And yeah, you rip Alan Greenspan away from him and drag him back to the door.
Back out in the hall.
Does Bigby's hand provoke opportunity attacks?
He has
It
HP,
had
doesn't
hit
he?
points, so I would think so.
Okay, so you're gonna provoke from both 2 and 3 as you drag. How far can it move?
Is it
60 feet.
60?
Pretty fast.
Yeah. Damn. It's a good spell.
Drag Alan Greenspan back. You're gonna take 1, 2, 3 opportunity attacks. All of them are gonna be bites. Oops. So first one, Baby's hand is a 28.
AC is 20.
All right, so that one hits. Second one is 12, so that misses. Third one is a 26. So Bigby's hand takes damage.
I have weird chips. It's from 7-Eleven, like prime rib, and like something weird. I don't even
For
know.
some reason, I thought you were talking about Ballstar.
I got weird chips.
Weird chips. Wait, I'm not unconscious.
I eat my chips of awakening to come to arouse myself from my state.
God, lowest common denominator. You take 5 piercing damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Lucky
Bigby's
roll.
hand does.
Alright.
But all of them have used their opportunity attacks for the round. Bigby's hand comes in, grabs Alan Greenspan, just pulls him and throws him out of the garden. It's going to take us to someone. Something happens, but nobody can see it. Hawkwood! Hawkwood sees what's happening. He takes 1, 2, 3. I know, he stays back behind. In between Terrence and Barbalina's shoulders, he takes a couple shots. Not enough. Second one is a crit. Fuck yeah.
Roro.
With the pepper box. That's 19 damage on the crit.
Wow. I love
Oh, he switched to his big gun.
This one, he wanted to do multiple attacks, so he has to put the boxes out.
Okay.
that.
Peep pips.
Keep it depths.
19 damage is
Wait, so what are they?
Dog 1. And that's going to take us
I
to
can't remember
Ballstar,
the
who
others.
is
It's weird.
also currently incapacitated. Ballstar, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 12.
12 is not enough, unfortunately. You are still unconscious.
And it sucks.
Oh, day.
Barbalina.
I'll get these joints.
Alright. How long has it been since the last encounter?
We took a short rest.
Not in between the ninja counter and this one.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, alright. Let's see. She's just gonna blast number 3.
What's number 3? Alright.
Last my charge.
Do your worst.
Okay, 19,
Hit.
28,
Hit.
and 14.
Miss. 2 hit.
Okay. Okay. Uh, 17 force damage.
That was on dog 1.
Yeah.
17. Alright. 2 big old blasts. Next up is going to be Alan Greenspan. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 11.
It's not enough. Still unconscious, unfortunately. Although the master hand has dragged you to safety. Quincy.
Okay. I'm going to transform.
Gonna go Buffalo.
Yar.
Buffalo.
Rock Ruffalo.
Wait, where is Quincy not on the map? Quincy's not on the map.
Weird.
I'm gonna say it back here. So it's a whole like action to transform, right?
It is a whole action.
Okay. You transform. You gonna move or anything?
Nope.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll move up to the other side of the door.
Do you get in range for the pupper?
Yeah, I'll be in melee range with him.
You will. Okay. Yeah, so you won't provoke. Top of the round are the dogs.
Prime rib, buffalo chicken. It's pretty weird. It's like a Burger King spice rack.
Is that number 3? Yeah. Dog number 3 begins to an athletics check to try
It's
to
like
get
$2 for both of it.
Ballstar deeper into the garden.
Oh, my chips taste so
Ooh, that's a
That's
26. It's going to provoke an opportunity attack from Quincy.
Get him.
sweet.
Get him.
Hey. Ooh. 17.
17 is a hit.
Oh,
Yay.
wham. Alright, let's see.
Can you use that to like use one of your
Attacks? Yeah, I can. I'll make it a distracting strike.
What does that do?
That gives the next person advantage.
On number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, how much damage?
One moment. Wow, double ones.
Oof.
Plus 3. Plus. Sorry. 18 damage.
18? Alright.
They're growing.
Dog number 1 and dog number 2. They
Just like smoked.
race out the door. One of them outside the door, one of them just on the other side. Both do full round attacks on the big old buffalo.
No.
It's going to be a claw and a bite. So the bite... Actually, it's just one bite each. Interesting. First one is 13.
Nope.
Okay. Second one is 22.
That's a hit.
So it is... 6 piercing and 6 necrotic.
Okay.
I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. 23.
Yep, you succeed. It's one of them misses, the other one grasps like solidly onto your calf. You can feel it tugging, but those hooves ain't moving as
Those
it tries
hooves-
to trip you.
Those hooves weren't made for hoofing.
For hoofing. Next up is Terrence.
Alright. I'm gonna move Big B's hand. Actually, Terrence needs to. Shit. I look at the dog blocking the door.
2 dogs blocking the door.
Shit. Alright, then the Big B's hand is gonna come in and use.
It cannot fit in between the 5 foot space between the dog and you.
It's going to use Forceful Hand. The hand attempts to push a creature in a direction you choose. So he's going to push it one dog straight back into the other dog to try and push them both back in.
Okay. It rushes in. Athletics checks? Is that what it is? Or what is it? Strength check?
It's a strength check. And Big B has advantage because they're size medium or smaller.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to roll for dog number 2 to see if he can get out of the way of the push. So he's going to do a dexterity check, I guess. I'll give him a 50-50 chance. 10. They rolled 15. Dog manages to dodge out of the way. But you do grab the other dog, which the athletics check is... Wait, what was your athletics check? Or the strength check?
The strength check is 25.
5. 23.
Okay.
Still, you do overpower the dog and fucking grapple it. And how far in do you push it?
Alright, it says the number of feet equal to 5 times your spell casting ability modifier.
So what's your spellcasting ability modifier?
Isn't it like,
Plus 5?
is that my spell attack?
No, it's what is your intelligence?
Okay. Intelligence plus 5. So 30 feet total. You get
Yeah. 30 feet, easily. You push it against the wall. Do you do damage for pushing it? If it hits a wall?
Doesn't say anything about that, but would you translate that as like fall damage if he hasn't reached the limit yet?
I'll give you 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Plus 5, your intelligence.
Alright, it is 11.
Okay.
And then Terrence, that was a bonus action for Terrence.
What you gonna do?
Thinking another push.
I just found there's a Stegosaurus.
What's that thunderclap or something that pushes him back?
Thunder
Got
Wave?
10-foot range
Maybe?
for melee.
Although that might be a Pathfinder spell.
That sounds right.
Thunder Wave?
Yeah, okay. Alright. So I'm gonna thunder wave that dog and exempt Quincy from the strike.
Do you have to get next to it though?
It's within 15 feet of me.
Okay, easily. Okay, so it has to roll what?
Constitution.
Constitution? It rolled a 11. It fails.
Alright. So he will be pushed 10 feet to the southeast.
Okay, how much damage?
And I will give you the damage.
Damn, bitch. I was telling my friend bitch how much damn.
It's just 2d8.
I think he's at 2d6.
Thunderwave is 8d8.
Oh yeah, never mind.
That's a cantrip, right?
Nah, it's level 1.
Oh, okay. That's a badass cantrip.
Max damage 16.
Damn.
16. Nice. Yeah, dog gets pushed 5 feet?
10 feet.
10 feet.
And then
Blowing away.
use the movement to peek in his head into the. I'll go in, the first square into the room to see where where Ballstar went.
Dragged off to
And
vicious
from
puppers.
there.
Viscous puppers.
You can see a few things. You see the dog has drugged Ballstar pretty down south towards the end of the garden where there's a large stained glass window. And standing over Ballstar is another figure. There's a figure that is dressed, it seems, in party clothes, but the arms, biceps, forearms have ripped out, as well as the leggings out of a tuxedo. The legs are strangely bent backwards, like a wolf's. The forearms are giant and end in huge claws, and the man sitting there has a large, elongated, like werewolf snout, but instead of like the normal canines that are there, instead of like normal teeth, it's just serrated like a shark, and then the whole front of his teeth are all huge and dripping. And you see him grasping Ballstar by the throat and like picking him up and like opening his mouth and going towards his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you guys know, this guy's name is Blaine.
Blaine?
Blaine. 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 I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, alright?
Yeah.
Blaine, like the gym leader from Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
I got Pokemon Fire Red for Ash.
What is that?
They basically like remade Pokemon Red and Blue, but they added all like the stuff from the show, like Team Rocket and Jesse and James and stuff. And they remade it on Game Boy Advance, so it looks a lot better. But he's like getting to the age where he can like he's starting to read a little bit quicker now.
Yep. So does he have the little advance?
I have one, yeah. I picked one up. I just needed a battery clip, so I found one on Amazon for like $1. Yeah, he like couldn't comprehend like the original Game Boy not being backlit. Like he couldn't find the light with it. So it's like, yeah. So the Game Boy Advance thing is like all lit up like an iPad.
Yeah, they used to have little like worm lights that would attach onto it as an accessory.
Those suck shit.
Yeah, they're awful. Just glare.
The worst glare. Like you couldn't play any. All you could play is like Pokemon or like an RPG. You couldn't play any kind of game where you actually needed to see the screen.
Yeah.
Man, remember that Kirby game we had on Game Boy?
I think so.
That was a good. That game was like 30 minutes long. It was excellent.
You remember the Virtual Boy with the lasers?
Yeah.
We still got it.
You really?
Yeah, I have everything packed up in the attic pretty much.
It would always bug my eyes out. You play for like 20 minutes, and then you couldn't like see straight after that.
Yeah. That weird like foamy material that made like the gasket that formed around your eyes, that always made me itch.
Yeah.
Yep, that too. The games were hard.
That Mario Tennis game was the joint.
Yeah, that was the best game on that system, the Mario Tennis.
That is good tennis.
There was like an airplane flying one. I think it might have been Star Fox. Something like that. It was pretty cool, but it was so hard.
When did that come out? Like early 90s? Mid 90s?
I think I was like 10.
Like you have to lay on your stomach to use it. Like
I would always like prop pillows up on my lap.
yeah, you made like a tummy throne.
Yeah. You can't move the whole time. You just have to be stone still.
Yeah. Or else this big heavy screen will topple to the floor.
Yeah, the stand for it was extremely top heavy, and the stand was not.
Stan was just like a little A-frame. It sucked shit.
Yeah, it was awful. Not a great system.
Oh. If they had like a modern I mean, they obviously have VR shit.
Yeah, you can play like RE7 on Oculus.
That seems too scary.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
I think if they did it, I don't know how would they do it.
I would never do that.
Yeah. Because everything has to be first person, right?
Yeah.
Or you're kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah, so like your your mouse control, but where you would look around
Yo, you know what would be cool?
your head.
Resident Evil 4. That would be a
Yeah,
fun game.
that would be fun.
They'd have to transition it to first person, but it wouldn't be that hard.
It'd be tough to get used to the controls if you couldn't have that over the shoulder view, though.
Right.
I guess it wouldn't be that bad.
That game had the best targeting reticle of any game I've ever played.
Yeah,
If you
I
saw
really enjoyed it.
if you saw the crosshair over it, it's going to hit it. Like they didn't have textures that were like in the way and like, you know what I mean? Like you think you can shoot through a fence, but like it's just a brick wall. That game, like anything you pointed at, like if your laser was on it, it's going to hit.
Yeah, you felt like a sharpshooter when you were like, you could hit guys in the head as they're walking towards you from
Yeah,
far away.
that was the most rewarding, I think, shooting game I think I've ever played.
They ported that to PlayStation 2, and I have it on an emulator, and I like can't get past the first little cabin.
Oh
It's
man,
hard. That's one of the hardest things in the damn game.
I probably beat that game 30, 40 times.
Yeah, I counted. I played it 19 times.
Wow.
It's so excellent. It's such a good game.
I've never played any game more than that one. Except for like, like the ongoing games like Team Fortress 2 and crap.
Right.
The beginning is the hardest, like that right again.
It's the
Yeah,
whole
once you get past that, it's a lot easier.
the whole game is like at a pretty breakneck intensity. Like it's pretty unrelenting. It's just like every scene you go into is like, holy crap, not this part. Holy crap. It's
Yeah,
like,
every time you walk into the the next scene, it's like, ah, shit.
it's like, oh fuck, yeah. I gotta do all of this.
But I honestly do think if you're coming into it as a new player, that first village is just one of the roughest parts. Because you're just not used to the strategy of it yet.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
right.
it's so good. That might be my favorite video game.
I would always do the same thing. I would make the first right, go up the little hill, back into a cabin. The worst thing that can happen to you in that game is someone comes up behind you.
Yeah.
So I always take a corner. I'd rather be in a corner.
For like full Nelson you, although you get chainsawed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so the strategy is if you hit them in the head, then you can do a kick on them while they're stunned. So, and when you kick, like, there will be like 3 or 4 of them piling into the room.
It's like Dynasty Warriors, the way you can just like kick like 9 guys at once.
Exactly. So if you stun one of them and open them up for a kick, you go up and kick them, and then you knock all of them down.
So if you're really good with like targeting, like you can just like with a pistol just like take out like 17 guys.
Yeah, the original pistol that you start with is the best weapon in the game because once you get the like the bonus upgrade for maxing it out, it gets like a headshot crit, like instant kill chance that's like 50%.
Are you talking about Resident Evil?
Yeah, RA4.
Yeah.
And how it's the best game ever made.
Okay. So Terrence looked inside. He saw Blaine picking up Ballstar, getting ready to sink his teeth into his neck. Other thing to note about the interior of this garden: once very freshly cut lawns, very pedicured shrubs. Kind of a romantic place to sit. The walls, however, all around are at least 90 feet high. So there's like sun and moon, twilight, and like starlight up above, but it's like walls are 90 feet. And all along the southern end, you can see that there are kennel cages where one would keep dogs normally. However, all the kennel cages are open, and then pretty much where Blaine is standing, there's just like streaks of brown and red and entrails and fur all around him. You would even see like little bits of dog other places. And as you look at these like dogs that are attacking currently, they are not regular dogs. They are like kind of missing all of their organs just into a spiny rib cage that have grown more spikes. There are bony protrusions all through its pelt on the upper side, and their eyes are glowing a gleaming red, seem to trace in the darkness, and they have a perpetual like darkness steam all around them. So that was Terrence's turn. It is actually Blaine's turn.
Uh-oh.
Blaine sees the pygmy's hand come into the room. Blaine halts his action to bite, grabs Ballstar, number 3 lets it go, and grabs Ballstar and runs up the wall. Easily is running up a hill, goes straight up about 70 feet, and has Ballstar dangling. That's his move action. He is then going to do a big old bite. So it is going to be 8 piercing damage and 11 necrotic. Also, your maximum hit points value is reduced by that amount.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what was the damage I gave you?
You gave me 8 piercing, 11 necrotic.
Okay, so 19. And good old Blaine looks nice and emboldened.
A little Ballstar's blood embiggens the smallest man's heart.
Embiggens the smallest man in the crotchal area.
Did you wake up?
That's going to take us from Blaine to Hawkwood. Hawkwood ditches the pepper box, gets out the big old gun.
Ran vertically 70 feet up the castle wall.
Can't really get a good view.
So I'm up 70 feet high, unconscious, up at the precipice of the wall.
He doesn't really want to move directly in. So what he's going to do is that he's going to take a snipe shot at the dog number 2. Oof. Oddly enough, poor Hawkwood rushes in with this brand new, clean, giant long gun, perches in between Terrence's shoulder and Quincy's large form, and you hear him pull the trigger, and there's a click, and he furrows his brow, and he looks down, and the flintlock is beating to. He goes, "Oh shit!" Okay. Thankfully, Hawkwood manages to lick his fingers, and he has a misfire, but it doesn't explode, so that's good. That's Hawkwood. Ballstar, you are
Con save to wake up, right?
con save to wake up, although you have taken damage, so I'll give you advantage on this round.
Okay. 15?
15's not enough.
Shit. Okie dokie.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Barbalena.
Alright. Barbalina will step into the room and hit the vampire man.
How far into the room?
Just enough to see the vampire.
Vampire.
Alrighty. Barbalena steps in and does some shooting at Vampire Man.
Crit.
Hey,
Then Peterman.
29.
Then Peterman.
29 hits.
and Peterman.
And 17.
And Peterman from Ohio State.
17 hits as well.
Mr.
Nice. Alright. Some damage.
Are you caught up on Critical Role?
Jim says mine.
Did you do episode 69 yet?
No.
Okay. It's the most over-the-top thing Sam Riegel
Can you give me
has
total
ever done.
damage?
Like, it's
43
almost offensive.
force damage.
43. Okay.
The D&D Beyond thing.
Yeah, the intro ad was like... Matt Mercer had his just palm
For the
on his
first
face
two,
for like 5 minutes.
the first two blasts don't even phase him.
They kept cutting to it.
The last one does a pretty big hit. Although he's been hit, he does a cursory glance towards Barbalina and still seems preoccupied with what he's doing. He's going to take a legendary action to do a bite attack on Ballstar.
Okay.
Ballstar, you will take 6 piercing and 10 necrotic. Your hit point maximum is reduced by that much.
Okie dokie.
When does that affect, like, get repaired?
You gotta rest.
Yeah, so that's his legendary action. Next up after Barbalina is Alan Greenspan, tucked away safely into a corner. I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. What's total?
It's a 9.
Oh, man. Sorry, bud. Still unconscious.
It's 5 more minutes.
It's going to take us to Quincy.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bless.
Bless
On
this nuts.
myself, Alan Greenspan, and Bullstar.
What does Bless do?
You get to add a plus D4 to ability checks and attack rolls.
It's attack rolls and
Nice.
saving throws. And then I'll just move into the room in front of that dog.
Okay, in front of number 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty, do your worst.
Bless was my action, so.
Oh, okay. You move in. Quincy is going to take us to the top with the dogs. All of the wounds that you've currently done to the dogs seem to begin to net together. Number 3 looks very proud. It was able to deliver something to its master. So number 3 goes in and flanks with number 2. Number 2 and number 3 both attack, and because they are attacking the same person, they do have advantage. So number 3
Ice.
claw and a bite.
Dogs, like rabbits.
The claw with advantage is 20. Is that a hit?
On me?
Yeah.
No, 22 is my AC.
Okay. And then a bite attack with advantage is 14. Miss. The other one goes with advantage. That is a 15, which is miss for the claw. For the bite, 23 is the bite.
There it is.
23.
It's a hit.
So you take 8 piercing and 12 necrotic. And then your hit point maximum is reduced by
By 12?
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hurts.
The other dog, still grappled by Bigby's hand, right?
Chris?
It's not grappled. It's just
Oh, okay. So it's going to lunge towards the big giant buffalo as well. Does Bigby's hand have an opportunity attack?
yeah, it's basically its own player, so it can.
Okay.
Opportunity attack.
Do its thing.
Alright. So Its strength bonus is +8, and it can do just a regular attack. How do I do that?
So it would be its strength bonus plus
Yeah,
20.
Okay.
Yeah,
22.
22's a hit. Just
Okay.
punches it in the face.
And damage would be oh baby. 1d8. Oops. 17 bludgeoning.
17th, number 1. Okay. Alright. Does a pretty good hit. However, one still goes towards the giant buffalo. Has advantage. Man, yeah. If both of them... Oh, well, that's the claw attack with advantage. Bite attack with advantage is 2 and a 6. Both of them miss. They're all trying to take down the big old buffalo. T-Dog. Big T.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to
What?
Can't do the proper ones.
They're definitely weird.
Just like plain meat.
I'm going to cast Frostbite on the vampire.
Okay.
So he has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
What's the range on Frostbite?
60 feet.
Okay, he's 70 feet up.
Oh, okay.
So high. And the ceiling is that high.
We're outside. It's like a castle. We're in a courtyard.
Alright, then just a firebolt attack.
Okay.
So that's just a ranged spell attack. 25.
25 is a hit.
Alright, and that is 24 fire damage.
24. From the cantrip?
Yeah.
Way.
Oh yeah.
Boss fight.
Alright. You hit him. He seems to definitely notice. He notices so much, actually, he's going to take a legendary action after your turn. And he's going to drag Ballstar up an additional 40 feet onto the roof and completely disappear from view.
Jesus.
It is now Blaine's turn. Ballstar, another bite attack.
Jesus.
That is 6 piercing.
Okay.
And 10 necrotic. Reduce your maximum HP by that amount.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, I'm at minus 31.
What is your max HP right now?
64.
Wait, you said you're at minus 31?
I'm like the necrotic has dropped my max health by 31. I'm currently at 43 hit points.
That was Blaine's turn. It's Hawkwood's turn. Hawkwood is going to see if he can try to quick fix that long gun. He is able to. Terrence right behind you. You hear flurries of clicks and whirs, and with like his hand, like he like takes the long gun, puts it over his shoulder, and it breaks the feeding tube. And he's like looking down and he's like blowing on it. He takes out like some things. As a move action, he's able to clear it out so it doesn't misfire again. He then click reloads it. He goes, Terrence,
Yes.
where the fuck did Ballstar go?
He's been taken onto the roof.
How high do you think that roof is?
At least 100 feet.
I can claw up there, like, not all of it, but what do you want me to do? I can get up there and try to, like, fight, or I can fight down here. He points towards one of his gauntlets, and it's got, like, a grappling hook, like, spring-loaded thing, like Batman thing.
Take this Featherfall token and get up there.
Right? So he uses his move action to do that. He's going to use a double move, pretty much, to get into the courtyard. Actually, no, he's going to probably try to get close. He's going to get there. You see Hawkwood burst into in between all you guys, and he uses like the little Batman thing on his gauntlet, and just catches, and it just gets slowly pulling him up. He's about halfway. He's like 30 feet up. With that equipped, he can't use the long gun, so he's just kind of waiting to get all the way up. Ballstar, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, and I'll give you advantage.
And you have the plus D4.
Nice. Son of a bitch. Oh, sweet. 19. Alright!
You become immediately conscious. You've had very strange, troubled dreams up to this point, although you've never quite felt the drain in blood. You wake up, you look down, and you just feel everything is wet. As you notice, like you don't notice, but you feel everything is grossly wet, like, underneath your armor, because you're kind of numb all the way from the neck down. You can still move your legs and everything, but you can't feel any pain. You like are kind of drugged up, and you notice that currently you are grappled by this giant werewolf vampire on the roof of this mansion. And it like is just begun, or it has just like ended biting into you for another time. You see it like rears its head up in the full moon, and you can see your blood, a liquid, just like magically funnel its way into its maw as it couple other like snaps, and it like looks down at you. You like eyes will open. You don't feel any hurt yet. It's just all adrenaline. You're grappled. What do you do?
I'm gonna bonus action go into an elephant.
Okay.
And then for my action, I want to try to grapple him. Well, he's grappling me, but I want to grapple.
Yeah. Can you grapple somebody that's grappling you?
Yep.
You can?
Yeah, you can both just like have each other.
Okay, so that means he can't move and
Yes.
the other person can't move.
Correct.
Alright. So, opposing athletics checks.
Yeah. What I want to do is like make sure I have him and just roll off the side of the damn wall.
Oh, man. Alright. So, opposing athletics.
Okay. Not very good. 14.
16.
Ah, bummer.
You try. I mean, you did turn into an elephant, and you try to like grapple him with the trunk. He slaps it away, and immediately still has you grappled. Just gets like underneath your neck and where your like big old elephant right arm would be, and you can still feel those puncture wounds, just like making you go blissfully numb.
Grapple means I can't move, right?
You can't move.
Okay, what's my whole turn?
Wait.
All right.
Isn't,
What's up?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm blessed.
isn't there?
I'm blessed.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh
for
yeah.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. That's an ability check. It does not work for ability checks.
Not skill check.
Grappling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It doesn't
Yeah,
count.
it's
Actually,
it's
wow.
I thought it was an
athletics,
attack roll.
specifically, not strength.
I thought it was an attack roll.
Yeah, that's where it gets weird. I don't know.
So, like,
It's your call,
the
Sean.
opposing skill checks, those are skill checks, not attack rolls.
Okay.
It's like opposing skill
Right. Yeah, I guess
rolls.
I gotcha.
a grapple counts as an attack, but it's not an attack in itself.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
For sure.
Grapple
That makes
has
sense.
always been a bitch. Unfortunately.
That's all good.
So its Balsar is awake and an elephant up on top of the roof. Blaine is going to take his next 2 legendary actions to do another bite attack.
Okay.
That is... Now that you're awake, he actually has to roll an attack roll, so we'll see how that goes.
It will almost certainly hit.
That's a 25, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 6 piercing and oh Jesus Christ, 10 necrotic damage.
I'm sorry, 6 piercing?
6 piercing,
Cool.
10 necrotic.
Gotcha.
Every time he bites you, it almost seems that all of his wounds are completely closing up.
Have we even damaged him yet? I don't think we have.
You've damaged him. You did a
Oh,
bit of damage
Terrence
to him.
Okay.
However, he's been feeding on you, and I will tell you, just like out of narrative, you haven't breached his temporary hit points yet.
Right. He's just racking them up here, guys.
So that was his legendary action. So Barbalina,
I'm a big old pile of hit points for him.
Yeah. Alright. She's gonna move up to 1 and melee attack.
dog one.
Yep.
Alrighty,
Crit.
Nice.
nice.
6 and
Did you say 6?
26
26. That hits.
and a 10.
10 misses.
Okay. So damages is
While he calculates up damage, what do you guys think roll 20 versus 3D virtual tabletop? Does anybody have any? What do you think is better?
I think it's a pain that I can't move my own dude around without somebody having to make it okay. Like, that part's a little weird, but it seems to do everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because this is another map. Fuck.
Yeah.
How do I enable
You would
other
just-
people's movement?
You would just copy and paste the same tokens from one map to a different one, and that way it still has all the permissions and stuff attached to it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, so I don't remember which map has permissions.
Right.
So how do I enable those permissions?
You have to go into each token and then select like the player to have access to them.
can't you? Is there like some
Controlled by? Okay, controlled by.
you change so that like it just by default opens up that way?
What's that?
Is there like some default settings you can change so that it just automatically opens up that way? He doesn't have to do it individually for each icon each time.
That's what he was saying, is that it's like a copy and paste thing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It's just seems like such a pain in the ass to have to like custom go through options on each character every time you want to load a map.
it's kind of a trade-off. It's either like super custom ability to be able to make my own maps and like have multiple ones you can jump towards, or have the super basic option where you just control your own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either like ultimate custom ability, which I'm still getting used to,
Yeah.
and I think if I get used to this can be a lot easier.
And there's
Yeah,
like
okay.
there's like scripts you can put into it and stuff too. So like
Oh, weird.
yeah, like there's a way to do it so that it like will like if everyone did their initiative, you just like you'd click on your character, then you'd click on the like initiative button, and then it would automatically like sort and roll all of our initiatives and like place them in the right order and stuff. So like
Yeah, I just haven't gotten that deep yet.
yeah, for sure. I really haven't either, honestly.
So from what I can tell, everybody currently has access to all their things. Chris, you have access to move your baby's hand and everything.
Alright.
Just
Yeah.
like, test it out, see
Yeah.
if you can move everything you can move.
Yeah.
Chris, can you move both Terrence, Barbalina, and the hand?
Yeah. Not Barbalina though.
No,
I don't have Barbalina.
It says controlled by Chris.
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Sweet. Alright, that'll make things easy. Okay, where were we? Was that Barbalina who just crit against the dog?
Yeah. Oh shit. It was 43 damage with the crit.
43?
Piercing.
Dog 1 crumples to the ground, and as soon as it hits the ground, it just disappears in shadow, and left behind is a pure white dog skeleton.
Like a dry bones from Mario.
Pretty much, yeah, just collapsed. Has anybody played Super Mario Maker 2 yet on Switch? It's so fucking good, guys. I spent at least 16 hours making 2 levels. It is my favorite. Anyway. Barbalina attacks a dog. Alan Greenspan, blow your stuff.
So does that bless count toward the Constitution roll?
Yeah.
You roll a d4
Okay.
in addition.
Add it to.
And a natural.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Sorry, buddy. That, oof. Vampire spell's doing a big old job on you. Quincy!
Okay.
Wah, 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 wah.
I will I'll attack number 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
23
Yeah, boy.
Hit.
and a 27.
Yeah,
Hit.
boy.
I'll make the first one a distracting strike. Ooh. Okay, wow. Okay.
Distracting strike means that they have a advantage to
Yeah.
attack it.
The next my next ally that attacks it will have advantage on their first attack.
I'll put a little skull and crossbones on its little thing.
Cool. Okay. Damage is 16 slashing plus
Okay.
3 fire plus 3 radiant.
Okay, hold on. Wait. One sec. Plus 3 fire.
Yes.
Plus 3 radiant.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What does the radiant come from?
From me as a cleric. That's my 8th level ability.
Tight.
And then 12 piercing plus 1 fire. So many
Convoluted
dice and
damage.
modifiers, yeah.
Most convoluted damage.
Man, after playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, that is fucking cake.
Yeah.
That is so fucking easy, like, compared to D&D 3.0. Jesus Christ.
I guess I should have shield bashed him. Yeah, I'm gonna shield bash him anyways.
Shield bash him.
He's got to do a
Athletics?
Yeah.
That is a 18.
I got a 26. Nope, 22.
Knock it prone.
Knock up round.
It's prone, and next attack against it has advantage. Super cool. Back to the top with the dogs. Looks like all the dogs, their wounds begin to heal up. Dog 3 at this point looks untouched. Dog 2, although hurt, has gone from the brink of death to looking much better. Dog 2 and 3 move in, and they both attack with advantage. Both attacks. Claw from number 1. No, number 2 is 23 and lower. So 23 for the claw.
Okay, yeah.
It's a hit. Okay, and then the bite. Ooh, 4s both times. So it's 10. So just the claws hit. So it is going to be.
Okay.
That is 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
The other one is going to go for it. That is 21 for the first claw. Is that a miss?
That's a mess.
Okay. Second claw is lower. The bite is 17 and lower. So nobody hits. After the dog's turn, it's going to be Terrence.
Alright. Bigby hand, boy.
Are you gonna ride up your hand?
Oh.
60 feet of movement?
Yeah, probably.
That's amazing.
Can Bigby's hand hover?
Yeah.
I think so. That's just a floating hand.
It can fly? Okay.
Let's see. It says,
As far as
yeah,
I know, yeah.
it says, you can move the hand up to 60 feet. That's all it says.
That makes sense to me. I just want to make sure it
I don't
wasn't
think it, like,
tied to gravity.
walks. I
The
don't think it
hand
like
has
walks
a
on
pair
its
of
fingers.
legs.
Or anything.
Yeah, it's just like floating. But
Yeah.
currently you have Bigby's hand on ground level against number 2, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's just gonna do a regular attack.
Bigby's hand might be my favorite spell, like, period.
It's so cool.
It's-
It is the most versatile.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's always going to help.
Any
Yeah.
situation.
It's only my second time using it. Alright. Yeah, just regular attack on 2.
It has advantage.
Alright. First roll was a 17, and the second roll is a crit.
Hey!
It'll work.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Holy
Wow, isn't that like 4d8, so 8d8?
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
40
Wow.
force damage. Wait,
shit. So you knock it prone, they're just like
yeah, it's 8d8 force damage.
into the
God
dust.
damn.
Yeah.
So tell me right now before you roll them if you want to roll twice or double the dice.
That's gonna double.
Double?
Oh, shoot. 48 force damage.
Damn.
That dog is fucking like. Tell me how you like just reduce this dog to a pumice.
It's the
It's
master hand, the big the rocket.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. There's like the little lasers and then just
Oh,
fucking bullet bills come like radiating out of all the lasers.
Yeah, it's just dust.
It is
Very good.
exactly that. All that is left is a bleached white Rottweiler skull.
And then
So
Terrence.
that was like a bonus action, right? You still have like a move and a standard, right?
Yeah, so Terrence is gonna ride Bigby's hand,
Awesome.
and from on top of Bigby's hand,
60 feet, right?
yeah, we're gonna float up 60 feet and see what I can see.
Him just like
You're
arms
up
out,
60
just, like,
feet.
on a giant
It's
hand.
not high enough to really crest the rooftop,
Open palm.
unfortunately.
Yeah, like he's standing on the palm.
I envision him just like grabbing his middle finger.
Yeah, the middle finger, exactly.
like Back to the Future. Like Terrence jumps off the building, and then Bigby's hand just comes up with a giant fucking finger.
Yeah, so if I get to the max height for that round and I don't see anything on the roof, I'm just gonna turn around and firebolt that dog.
Okay. Yeah, you're not able. You're still like
Firebolt
40
that
feet
dog.
away from the top of the roof. So you're gonna firebolt number 3.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's see. That's 29 to hit.
That is a hit. From the dog's regeneration, he is currently at 0 damage.
Alright. 18 fire damage.
Okay, 18. You throw like a little Kamehameha at him, and like sparks him up, flares up behind him. The dog doesn't seem to notice. It is like sheerly focused on the giant fucking buffalo. After Terrence, Blaine is going to take 2 of his legendary actions. Ballstar is still grappled, and he's going to do a bite attack. So he will have to roll for this one. And then it's going to be a 19 versus AC.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That is 5 piercing damage and 11 necrotic, and your maximum HP is reduced by 11.
Yeah.
What is a total? It's very important game-wise to tell me once that reduced takes you to 0.
Okay.
But
How much like reduced damage have you taken?
it's reducing your elephant's max hit points.
Yeah.
right?
How does that? Because the last 2 hits were the elephant. How does that work?
Oh God, I know.
Because he's physically a new creature.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in his favor. Don't physically reduce elephant's max hit points. Elephant doesn't, so he's attacking like your inner core being. So just keep doing the gnome inner point being, right?
So for the necrotic, take gnome damage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
how much max hit points from gnome?
I'm at
have you
minus
taken?
42 necrotic.
What?
I'm at minus 42 necrotic. I'm taking
Okay.
total that much necrotic damage.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, although it's a little cheap, but it's a vampire attacking someone's like inner soul. It kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anytime he like deals that maximum HP, it won't affect the elephant, but it will affect once he turns that into a gnome.
Yeah.
Correct.
So piercing goes to elephant. Necrotic goes to gnome.
Cool. So that was his legendary actions. Next up is Blaine, and he's gonna do another bite against the elephant right in the jugular. That is a 15.
Yep.
Wait,
Hits. Okay.
is this his second attack?
So piercing damage
This
is
is actual move
6.
now. It was legendary action
Oh,
before.
like,
and necrotic damage to Gnome Ballstar is 15.
Jesus Christ.
Ballstar's gonna die again.
Next up is Hawkwood. Hawkwood has all of his stuff cleared, and he is 30 feet up. Hawkwood jumps and does another batarang. See how he does. I think it's fine. Roll 19. Ballstar erupts onto the rooftop of the that like western side. Ballstar in one or not Ballstar. Hawkwood in one swift motion does the grappling hook, shoots up, equips the long gun, lands, aims, and fires. It's pretty good. It's 23, and that definitely hits the vampire. Vampire's going to have to roll an athletics check because the force of the rifle that he has. So let's see how it goes. Vampire rolled a natural 3.
Oh, damn.
The vampire bites one more time and like rebounds, like still hung onto the elephant. As soon as he rebounds, Hawkwood like rockets up, equips the big thing, lands, rolls, takes aim, and fires. And Blaine is pushed 10 feet, as well as taking pretty good damage, immediately breaking the grapple.
Oh, shit.
Does that give you an opportunity attack?
It does not. Because he's pushed. I'm just going to reveal this. It's not, but... So this is 190 feet up. Hawkwood does a bit of damage. Wow. 21 piercing damage to the vampire. Oh no. It says my connection has been severed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Something wrong with the server.
Yeah, just try to rejoin.
Mine's loading.
Mine too. Anyway, it looks like Hawkwood pushes Blaine off of Ballstar from feeding on him. That's going to take us to...
John, real quick. The phrasing is, you make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach.
Alright.
So I wasn't
Yeah.
like incapacitated.
That makes sense.
I wasn't
Yeah,
incapacitated
do
or
it.
anything.
Do it.
Sweet. Here comes the slam. Here comes the boom. Here comes the juju in my womb. Nope.
Nope.
That's 11 to hit.
Sorry.
Natural 2.
Yeah, so currently Hawkwood up on the roof, as well as Ballstar as an elephant and Blaine. Ballstar's turn.
Okay.
You are very large. Hold on.
I'm big.
Are you large or huge?
I'm huge, baby.
It's a big old Ballstar.
Did you guys get back into the game?
Yep.
Yeah.
I am, but it's not. Doesn't seem to refresh. I can't see the roof.
Me and Michael are in.
I can't see the roof either.
Yeah, no roof for Ballstar yet.
I got the interrupted connection message again.
Yeah, same.
Alright, so it's Ballstar's turn right now. You just know that, like, he was blown about 5 feet away from you.
Oh shit. Is he knocked prone or has he just got moved?
Not prone, he just got moved. He's hit and he was knocked prone when he was shot, but he kind of immediately, like, stands up.
Alright, I'm gonna move around 10 feet so I have room to charge him. Is there room up there for me to get a little burst of speed?
No. He's only 5 feet away from me.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna be moving, like, to do like a loop, using my movement. Do I have room to like kind of ramp my way up as I like do a
If
U?
you like a U-turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm going for a this will be a charge attack.
Okay. You like start away from him, do a U-turn up one rooftop, you crest one, take that momentum to go down that same rooftop and begin to charge.
All right, that's a 17 to hit.
Let's see. 17 hits.
Fuck yeah. All right, so that's coming at you. That's going to be 22 points of piercing damage for a gore. Then I'm going to hit you with a stomp.
22 piercing damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the question. You're a druid. Are your attacks considered magical?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
And then the stomp misses. That's a natural 13 to hit.
Yeah, it's a miss, unfortunately.
I don't know why I said
At
natural.
the end of Balsar's turn, Blaine is going to take a legendary action to roll a charm effect on the elephant. I need the elephant to roll a wisdom saving throw.
God, if I roll another 2 tonight. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, which wisdom?
Wisdom.
30.
30?
Oh,
You can see his eyes flare, and you feel like this beckon towards him, but it doesn't even affect you. You're just filled with rage at this point.
That's my turn.
So that was his last legendary action this turn. So it's going to take us to Berlina.
Alright. She's gonna run around and melee attack the last buggy.
Yeah.
Doggy dog.
Alright, one of them's 27 to hit.
Hit.
The other one is 18 and 19 to hit.
Hit.
And the last is 22 to hit.
Hit as well.
Oh yeah.
Alright, she gonna kill this doggy.
Poop, doggy, poop, doggy, poop, doggy, doggy, doggy.
Give me total damage.
46 piercing.
oh.
Damn.
Doggy dead.
This ain't good.
Dog him down.
Where's God from all blessings flow?
Almighty bulwark is our
Dong, what's that song?
Poop, slap, dance with that song.
Anyone else go to Ted's today?
No?
Why?
Is there a hot dog deal?
National Hot Dog Day. They were 92 cents a piece.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Were they like mobbed?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 25-minute line.
How many did you get?
4.
Damn.
Nice. Solid.
But usually a hot dog there is $4.
Right.
Jeez. There are no Salem's hot dogs down here.
Yeah.
Are there any decent ones?
It's just national brand, like
Ballpark.
you know,
Franks.
Nathan's Franks and you know, Butterball or whatever.
Ballpark.
Alright, so that was Barbolina. Blasted poor doggy to death. Alan Greenspan.
Come on now.
Constitution saving throw.
Add a D4.
Crit.
Yeah.
Well done. You awake, prone. on a hallway outside. You have to spend half your movement to get up, and you have half your movement to move. What do you want to do?
Is this a door that I'm right on top of?
It is, but it's also a door that you remember you had deemed trapped.
Right. Alright, I guess I'll just walk, 15 feet to the corner?
Alright.
You got your action, too. Oh, never mind. No, you woke up, right? That was his action?
His action is to wake up?
To roll to wake up, and you successfully rolled.
So he moved from prone, moved his whole speed left, and that is this man's turn. Quincy, you're currently at the very bottom. Actually, you know what? Before Quincy, I think Blaine is going to take his last remaining legendary action. Just gored by an elephant, Blaine puts up his hands. There's like facing down an elephant. There's like a sniper on the roof. He goes, "Hey, look. I know you're not an elephant. I'm gonna tell you right now. You kill me, I'm just gonna come back. That's how vampires work, baby. You can try. I mean, by all means. You've been doing a decent job. I'm gonna tell you, if you kill me, you'll kind of invoke the wrath of my whole family, and I'm sure you don't want that. So, I'm gonna make you a deal. You stay as an elephant. Let me feed a little bit more, because I know you're not really an elephant. Give me a little bit more of that sweet, good honey. We'll part ways peacefully. How does that sound?
I just like look over at Hawkwood and go, like, fuck this guy.
I'm gonna have Hawkwood try to roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what was that trumpet? What were you trying to convey?
I don't know, really. Just I can't really communicate. I'm a goddamn elephant. And I'm not. I'm too, like...
What were you trying to communicate with the trumpet to Hawkwood from this?
Either start talking to him or shoot him. Like, I don't...
Oh, you gotta pick one, dude.
I'm completely indifferent.
You gotta pick one. Because he's gonna roll an insight to see what he thinks you mean.
Okay.
What did you say to him?
Talk.
Doc, you trumpet to Hawkwood, try to tell Hawkwood that he's gonna talk. Hawkwood's gonna roll an insight. And then there's a crit. Hawkwood understands what you're saying, it seems. Hawkwood, although you see him break the action and reload and like get back into sniper position right on him, he doesn't fire immediately. Where were we? Oh, where were we? Was it Barbalina just that last?
Yeah, I think I was up.
No, I went after her.
Okay.
I'm Greenspan. So it's Quincy.
I feel like Gimli here.
You're on ground level. You can't hear anything that's happening up above on 100 feet away. What are you going to do?
Have I seen any stairs anywhere?
The only stairs you've seen are up to the
Second
bed
floor.
chambers of Lord Hilford.
I guess I'll try to start climbing the
Just
wall.
like the sheer wall. Okay. Roll
I got buffalo.
roll an
hands.
athletics check with disadvantage because of the armor, right?
Yeah. 13.
Yeah, that is not enough. It is like stucco walls. There's nothing for you to grab hold of.
I'll start playing bagpipes.
For real?
No, I guess I'll just, if I see the vampire, I will cast like guiding bolt on it or something.
Okay. It's Quincy. Top of the round is dogs. They all dead. Terrence is up next.
Okay, I'm rising up to the roof
Rise
up.
on Bigby.
Within this round, Bigby takes you up to about 100 feet. You can see there's Blaine, who is in werewolf vampire form. It seems very strange. He has a handout. He's like, he has a handout in hesitance towards the giant elephant in his way. He's looking back to Hawkwood. You come up. His eyes kind of narrow. And he turns back to the elephant. He goes, "Decision is now. Kill me. I'll just come back later." Come on, this is not really an option.
Can I take a free action?
Well, it's your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, it would count as an action to communicate with the elephant.
And yeah, probably. Well, he can understand. He just can't say anything back.
I need to check his head, right?
Yeah, sure. And I am so, guys, I'm so sorry. I had the wrong menu for the elephant this whole time. Give me a moment.
Oh god.
Dun, 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 dun.
I am so sorry.
The heffalump? Oh, yeah.
It's not a heffalump, it's no. Skidamarinkadink.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Ballstar. Are we parleying or are we crushing? Say or nod yes if you want me to attack.
I say no because you're the one who's been wanting to talk to these guys so much.
Okay.
So he asks, "Are you parlaying?" And you shake your head no.
No,
No,
you said,
I asked if I should attack him. I asked, are we going to crush him? And he said no.
All right. He comes up. He puts up his hands. He's like, "Hey, hey." He actually goes back from that like werewolf form back to a handsome, young 19-year-old man, just barely a bit of stubble on his chin, completely pale, sunken cheekbones, and a tuxedo that's been ripped from the muscles that have bulged from his last form. He goes, "Are you the person I should talk to? We can talk."
Yeah. So I'll land on the roof.
I think I'm gonna go James from Pokemon here. Does that sound pretty good?
hell yeah.
Yes.
Hi, are you the person I should talk? I'm so sorry.
Yes, I think we're both civilized enough to have a conversation before we continue this sort of childish fighting.
I completely agree. How about you have your friend over here just turn back and not an elephant, so I don't feel so threatened, and we can have a civil conversation.
I just nod my head no.
I'm afraid we'll all have to return to ground level. Will you join us?
I don't feel so good about that. You all have weapons drawn. There's many of you than there are of me. I worked very hard on those dogs. They're all dead, so I feel like you may kill me too. But here's the thing, and here's the thing you may be forgetting, is if I die, I'm just gonna go back to my coffin and come back, and I will find your names, and I will make your life hell. So I'm willing to make a deal right here, right now, no weapons. So, I mean, it is a hassle to go back to my coffin. It is miles away. Here on the rooftop, I feel better. I have your elephant friend here. And honestly, I feel real good. I've been feeding off your friend here for a little while. Emboldened, almost. So how about right here, right now, we make a decision. We can keep fighting, or we can parlay right here, right now, and no later.
Could I see if he's lying about his coffin being far away? Miles away?
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight check.
22.
Man, he is a slippery dude. You can't tell. So look, I'm outnumbered, but I have time on my side. Let's talk.
I mean, just out of character for a second, I think after after Lucy didn't hold up her end of the deal, our whole point here was to come out and hunt some vampires, wasn't it? Or no?
No. They just showed up.
Alright, I guess we can try and talk one more time.
You were holding a dialogue with them, but then Lucy just ghosted us.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make a deal, but then she ghosted us. So that kind of put some doubt on the situation.
Right, but here's your opportunity if you want. If you're looking to try to work something out. But we've been here before.
Alright, I'm willing to talk. What do you suggest?
Fantastic. How about, if you're willing to talk, put your weapons away, I'll put mine away. We'll take a lovely stroll through the garden, and just you and me, nobody else. I hate to feel crowded.
I'm afraid I cannot put myself in that situation.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If I don't like all of you surrounding me, it makes me feel uncomfortable and not particularly diplomatic. If you can find a situation where we might be on equal terms, I might be able to talk with you about this. However, on this point, I'm feeling the need just to evaporate and leave. Come back another time, a time you're most vulnerable.
I happen to know that you're bluffing.
Bluffing? About what, my dear?
You can't leave the premises, not even if you vaporize.
Your threats are weak, your lies unstable. I'm afraid you don't know very much about our kind. I can leave whenever I want.
If you could leave any time you wanted, you wouldn't be trying to parlay with me and gain an upper hand.
Man, he looks, his like nonchalance and like everything kind of like disappears. His hands go to his sides. I can disappear anytime I would like. What I want is the people and the power for my family inside this castle. I will work towards that now, here. Do not test me. I am immortal. You cannot find me, but I can find you, even if you kill me here.
Have you tried to leave since you took control of the manor?
He is silent.
Are you aware? Do you sense the barrier? Look above you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Damn.
You look up and you say, "Can you sense the barrier?" He goes from this like smirky smile the whole time, even when he was looking serious, trying to like scare you. You say, "Can you sense the barrier?" And for the very first time, his red and yellow eyes kind of look up. He looks back to you. What are you talking about?
There is powerful abjuration, far beyond even my abilities. Not one atom, even of air, can escape a shield that surrounds the manor. You are my prey if you do not cooperate.
Roll an intimidate, and that will give you advantage.
Intimidate. It's not gonna. I do not have good intimidation skills. All right. Advantage. Nat 20 again.
Holy shit.
Immediately.
Damn, boy.
Immediately, his eyes go from like laziness, concerned, to wide. He looks at you, and you see his form immediately just mist form. You see all of his equipment drop to the roof and begin sliding down into the courtyard. You see his this smoke entity go up about another 30 feet, and you see him hit something and just explode over it. Immediately, snake-like, he goes another 10 feet, explode over it. Another 10 feet, explode over it. As you guys watch, you see that whole snake entity just reconstitute itself back onto the platform. Let's make a deal.
That's what I thought.
Okay. So what I want is for you not to kill me. That's number one. Correct? Can we make that clear?
Understood.
So you will stay away from me. I want you to keep any sort of wooden stakes, holy water, crosses that you have on your person right now. I want you to throw back into the garden. I want to see it. You hear a pink from Hawkwood, like the sniper rifle, about 30 feet away. He's just kind of waiting for anything you want him to say.
I believe we have to reach an agreement before we're willing to disarm.
a show of faith. Throw your holy water and stakes over the edge, and we can deal. Sound fair? I am disarmed at this point. He puts his hands up. He unclasps his belt, and he throws a long sword over the edge. He says, I cannot transform again. I will not transform again. This is my deal of solidarity. Throw whatever wooden stakes, holy water you have over the edge, and we'll talk.
No further stipulations. We deal as soon as I throw away the stake.
He nods his head.
Hey, what's the deal with the sword falling off the roof?
You see a brilliant rapier just fall off and clatter in the sheath. The rapier itself is a wonderful basket hilt that seems to be glowing within the pool that is landed in.
I'll walk over to it.
You pick it up. You don't know a lot about it, but it seems to be buzzing in your hand. He threw his rapier off. He still hands up. Throw the stake. We'll talk.
I sit down.
What?
Ballstar sits down.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Terrence will pull whatever stake, whatever wooden stake I have, and toss it.
Okay. Toss it over the same way. He has this big, wolfish smile. I can see you're people of culture. Well, what do you want to know? It seems we've been pitted against each other for some reason, and I don't seem to know you. Who? He looks back between the elephant, the sniper, and the fucking mage on the mage hand. Who are you?
Well, this lustrous event here was thrown in our honor.
Congratulations.
We have a long history of setting right any unnatural interruptions in our ordinary order of things.
I've never heard of you. I mean, I'm sure you're good. You've proven yourself there. But natural order of things, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
You may not have heard of us. Given your history and your age, I'm sure there's difficulty in keeping up with current events.
He grits his teeth a little bit. You can hear it grinding. He doesn't say anything, though.
However, I'm sure you have heard of the one that goes by many names, yet you may be familiar with one of them, Quesnef, the Demon Lord.
He stands still and doesn't show any reaction. He says, continue.
You mentioned that someone has pitted us against each other. Well, we don't like this situation any more than you do. And I can tell you, the Demon Lord Quesnef walks among us in this very manner.
This is distressing. However, I've heard tales of what the family has done. I am the newest member in the Raking family. But you say, what manner of demon has come back to haunt us? I do believe you about the shield, and I would think that you would have escaped with other people if this wouldn't have happened, and I would have been able to escape as well. What do you propose?
Well, we can either war against each other. We've already disabled your sister, Lucy.
He gives a sarcastic smile at that.
We've spared her life for now.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. You and thousands before her, or before you. Lucy is one of the eldest. She's very good at what she does. She's one of the eldest in the family. You talked to her before me?
Yes, we did. She can attest to what our core can do. We are quite capable of at our vampire hunting. We're quite well practiced.
I believe you. However, if Lucille was one of the first ones you encountered, I have not heard anything about it from her. Lucille and Uthier are the heads of the family. Below them is me and Matthias.
You got
What's his name?
I do not. His name is Blaine.
Oh yeah.
Blaine.
I don't trust Lucille myself, and she is my sister. Lucille and Uthier both have egos that come with being alive for a couple thousand years. I'm only 600 myself. Matthias is 900. Bordering, but a little crazy. I will tell you, Uthier and Lucille won't give up anything unless they can keep them immortality. However, I'm always looking to move up in the world. If you can kill Uthier and Lucille, maybe we can come to an agreement, because they would be my only opposition if I were to talk to the rest of the family here. And I could hold some sway on your way to both of them.
Well, I believe that we have demonstrated enough a show of force to Lucille that she could be convinced. Before we continue down that suggestion, let me offer my own. You have seen that were we to kill you now, you would not be able to leave the premises, likely within the next 24 hours, and thus would perish eternally.
Very solemnly, he nods his head very slowly.
Under normal circumstances, this would be the ideal option for us. However, Wesneff, as I said, walks among us, and we deem him to be a far greater threat. No offense.
None taken.
lore has it that your family once imprisoned the demon lord, and thus he has reason to hold a grudge against you. This, I take it, is his revenge against your family.
I genuinely don't know. Uthier, my eldest brother, might be the person to talk to about that. If you'd like to meet with him, I would be happy to introduce you. Although, no, you got a natural 20 intimidate. He doesn't say that. He says, look, Uthier is the person who know about that. But he's not one to be convinced. I'm very scared of him. he's the patriarch of all of the family. I'm not sure if I'd be able to convince him. However, I haven't heard of anything. You told me you had contacted Lucy, and she hasn't said anything to any of us about it. I don't know. So I am innocent. I am completely innocent. I mean, I made a few dogs in my image, but that's all I've done. I haven't killed anybody.
Is he lying about not seeing Lucy?
You can roll an insight check, yeah.
23.
He actually genuinely seems to be telling the truth,
Okay.
not having heard anything from Lucy.
Okay. What damage you've done to these folk is really not of any sort of importance to me at this point. Normally,
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Look, if you can kill Uthia and Lucy, that would just make my position go up as head of the family. I guess there's Matthias, but I would be second in command at least. Look, I'm not going to help you kill Uthier or Lucy. But if they're dead, I'm second in command of the family, so maybe I could help you against this demon threat that is still both of us here. I see your side. I can see we can both be friends. But I'm not the one that controls everything, unfortunately.
yes. Well, I see that you've connected the dots. The way I see it, we can brawl out amongst ourselves, and neither of us will be in a position to challenge Kresnep afterwards. Or we can do what Kresnep would never have expected and join together against him.
He spreads his arms out wide and takes a bow. If you would talk to somebody else, I would talk to Matthias and see what you can what you convince him of. You have me convinced. And I'll try not to kill anybody, and I'll save my powers for when you need me. But you still have my two other brothers and older sister. And it seems you've talked to older sister and you know what kind of person she is. Othier is a man set in his ways. I don't think I would be able to go against him if he were still here. And here's the cool thing. If this barrier is here, what I've seen, you kill him here, they might be dead. Like, forever. Catch my drift?
Yes, this would seem to be an advantage to you in this situation. But it also plays to our situation. you understand that the intention of the demon was for us to systematically eliminate you one at a time. We are willing to turn that around on the demon.
You have me convinced.
Here's what perhaps another way we could go in approaching Euthias. Did I say that right?
Matthias?
Othier.
Othier. If we could locate Lucy again, the two of you, I believe, are both sober of mind enough to perhaps convince Othier at least to listen and talk with us.
Oh, honey. Oh, baby. I believe you may have got the impression of Lucy wrong. Lucy is out for Lucy. She won't listen to me. Only other person she listens to is the air.
Well,
And she is just as power hungry as me, lowest on the totem pole.
what I mean is, when faced with the choice of death without the possibility to return to her coffin, or joining with us for her freedom, she may relent.
So what do you want me to do?
Help us locate Lucy before we approach Othier.
And what, arrange a meeting?
Well, I'll just tell you, we were successful in completely disabling your sister, and she convinced us to parley. When we released her, she vanished and refused to speak further. I don't believe that she's aware of the gravity of the situation that we're in.
I don't know. It sounds a lot like Lucy, breaking promises, pacts, and all that. Lucy's only out for number one, and that would be her or Uthio's demise. That's literally all I can tell you. Last time I saw Lucy, she was in the game room.
That's good for now. Tell me, the large bat creature, Othier or Matthias?
Oh, that's Matthias's pet. Matthias is a patron of the arts. He's a musician himself. The organ seems to calm the beast, so he plays it whenever the beast is around.
I see. Would you speak with Matthias? Do you think he could be convinced?
Of what? Treason?
Let's look at it as survival.
So here's what I'm telling you. Matthias will not relent. Matthias is powerful, but he has been in control for a very long time. Lucy, perhaps Matthias might be willing to turn on him, but if he is still alive, he poses a threat to all three of us as a snap of his fingers, and we are all mortal and dead again. You understand?
He is
The progenitor of the family.
and we destroy him, that will do what?
Raise those alive still in rank.
And the leadership would then fall upon Lucy?
I don't particularly want Lucy as the head. If you could kill all the other three, I would be very grateful, and probably owe you a few favors. Although Matthias is very loyal to Lucy, Lucy very loyal to Matthias. Or, sorry, not Matthias, fuck. Uthier.
Uthier.
Lucy is very loyal to Uthier. Matthias, very loyal to Lucille. But look, I'm lowest in the totem pole. We can do some espionage together. I'm all for espionage.
Listen, there's only one way. There's two options to resolve our current situation. Ultimately, Quesnev is in control. So, we must either defeat him, or we must completely destroy your whole family.
I understand. I completely understand. That's totally fine with me. I'm on your side. Don't kill me now. We are super cool. Right? I just can't promise the other ones. They're older. I'm lowest on the totem pole. You have my bet. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a token of solidarity. How's that? And he puts his hands in his lips, and he does like a whistle, super high. That's like you almost can't detect it. And immediately you see behind him the two lost ninjas and the one vampire leader, elite. You see him look you in the eyes, and his claws shift, although his face doesn't. He turns around, grabs both of the ninjas by the throats, and just completely, like, not disembowels, but grabs them by the jugulars. The blood comes rushing down his forearms, licks it up, takes 2 dashes in wolf form towards the other elite, and just bites her head off completely. There's a snarling, there's bestial noises, entrails kind of like running off the gutters of the rooftop.
What's going on up there?
Yeah, like rain, you can just see blood, just like into the garden. He turns around in like werewolf vampire form. You can see his snout is like elongated. He's just like bestial. He looks at you for confirmation as that his token of solidarity.
The conflict here is that
He is currently in like werewolf vampire form. He's looking to see if you accept that as a token of his pledge to help.
okay. Very well.
You say very well. He like rips the head off. You can hear a crunch inside the vampire elite. He looks back. Does a couple other crawls. You can see him dive across the rooftops into the inky blackness.
Okay.
Those in the garden, there's just rain of blood, and every once in a while there's just chunks. Everyone, like, there's 2 bodies, and then just a whole headless body just down the roof.
Gross.
Alright, I'll tell everybody that we have sufficiently scared him into submission, and we know that Lucy was in the game room last we knew, and then the giant bat monster is Matthias's pet.
Well, it's good to know that at least he hasn't heard from Lucy either, so maybe she's legitimately caught up in something.
Yes, they don't seem to be in very tight communication. They all seem to be a little bit solo here in the doing whatever they want.
So our deal with her could still be on.
Right, we should try and track her down.
He may have seen her in the game room before we ever saw her. Well, we could check anyway. How messed up are we?
I think Ballstar is pretty messed up.
Should we head to the game room now, or do we heal up?
At the northernmost door that was trapped, you on the stained glass, you hear a knock. 3 knocks.
Let's see. Who's got good stealth down there? Someone should sneak around the corner and see who's knocking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through that trap door. My stealth's pretty good.
Roll it.
Do I still have that bless?
No.
Okay. Stealth is 22.
22?
Yeah.
You kind of creep around the corner, look up who's knocking at the northernmost door, and you see there a bored-looking, chubby man in black and orange robes with a domino mask that is black and orange, knocking and looking bored.
Is it Quesnev?
Yeah.
Theobald, rather?
Yeah, his form.
You hear him say, "I heard a commotion. Is everything okay? Hello?"
On the radio, I'll say, "Everyone hide."
Okay.
Is everyone gonna hide?
I get in a bush.
Press up against the outside wall, Solid Snake.
Okay. I will say it's just Quincy,
Barbalina.
Alan Greenspan, and Barbalina. Everybody else is either on the roof or like have abilities. So it's you guys.
So, perception check for Barbalina about the dog kennels. Is that a good place to hide? Would there be cover if she went in there?
Yeah, sure. Roll perception.
Okay. 12.
I would say if she were able to like scoop up some of the dog entrails and like put it over her and then slip into her kennel, she could be like just look like a lump of dog.
She's gonna do that.
All right. Well, I'll give her advantage on the stealth roll.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay. Knock, 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 knock. What was everybody else's stealth?
9.
Just the people downstairs.
9. I think the door like opens and there's like a blast of energy, and you see Theobald just like there's like this purple energy that knocked you guys out. You just see him like eyes wide. He goes. kind of waves it in front of his face. He steps in. He doesn't see anybody else but Quincy. Like, waves the purple smoke. Quincy! Bubby! Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How are things going?
Not that great. These guys suck.
Oh, yeah, they're the worst, aren't they? Man. Just won't die. You look good. You look good, though.
Thanks. I don't feel that good, but...
Nah, you look fine. Tall. Handsome.
Not that
So,
tall.
here's the thing. I'm looking around, and there's not a lot happening. And it makes me kind of bored. I don't like to be bored, Quincy. Understand?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha.
So, I'll tell you what's happened in the last hour or so. I was approached by a beautiful woman. Oh, Quincy. Cheekbones for days. Hourglass figure. Beautiful. Asking me if I could give her some help. And, you know, here's the thing. I like cute girls. So, I gave her a little bit of help. She asked for it. I gave it to her. But the thing is, I want you guys to be fair against each other. So, here's my proposition. I heard a little bit of fighting in here. I see some blood in the ground. It's kind of your staple. You guys are champs. I can give you some even. I want to keep things even. So, they're all alive. You're all alive. So, here's what I want to do. He pulls out a coin. Like a huge coin. Like that big. He goes, Quincy, would you flip this coin for me? I'll let you choose which one's good for you, heads or tails.
Could we? I mean, if you're bored, we got plenty of games. Like I know a lot of games we could play.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm really more looking for the bloodshed. So if you could flip this coin for me, and this coin's going to be able to balance things in either direction, right? So you just go ahead and you call tails, you call heads, which one's going to be good for you. And we'll see if we can wrap this whole thing up just a lot quicker.
What will this do?
Well, one's going to be good for you. The other's going to be bad.
What? So we're all just gonna, if it's bad for us, we're just gonna drop dead? Is that what's happening here?
No. I'm looking for a little bit more entertainment than that. Come on. You know me better.
Could we maybe start a little bit less, I don't know. Can we ramp it up, is what I'm saying.
How do you want to make this more interesting?
Oh. I guess I didn't say that right.
Yeah, you said the exact opposite of what you meant, I think.
Ramp up to it is what I meant.
Oh, I can make this more interesting.
I mean, not looking to make it more interesting. Looking to make it
What?
less interesting.
You don't feel like everything's fair? Is that what it is?
Nope. Just trying to live.
I mean, I know you want to live. How about I tell you what the coin does? The one you call, I'll give both sides complete rests so they can be at their full power. If it's the side you don't call, both sides will be at half power. Does that sound fair to you? Just make this little deal. It could make your vampire slaying so much easier. I mean, these vampires have been here for a while feeding on people. They're bound to be bolstered. And if you roll right, if you flip right, you'll all be bolstered too. We're fresh out of an 8-hour rest.
I mean, I really don't have a choice here. You're gonna make me do this.
No. He takes a step back. He goes, no. I don't want you to feel like you have to make this. I just wanted to offer. If you guys felt like you were overpowered, or I just wanted to make things equal. Either the last confrontation, everybody's at full, or the last confrontation, everybody's at half. It doesn't really matter to me. It's kind of even split at this point. If you want to make the decision, I'm happy to make a deal.
Can I roll perception to hear if I'm overhearing this from the rooftop?
Yeah, I'll give you disadvantage.
Okay. 10 is the roll.
Yeah, you can't hear it. You definitely see Quincy looks distraught. And he's cornered by Quesnef in Theobald. Theobald's not like pressing on him or grappling him or anything. Simply just talking.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
Uh, 20.
This is a slippery dude.
Yeah.
This is also a being not currently in his actual form. This is a slippery being already disguised as another thing.
Yeah.
You cannot get a read on him. He looks genuine from what you can tell.
Oh, wait a second. You, by make a deal, you mean sign a contract?
No, we don't need to sign anything. All you gotta do is flip the coin. I'm growing bored.
Have to do
Come
like a
on.
blood
You've
oath or
been here
something?
for an hour, 2 hours at this point. You don't want to see more people die. I want to get out of here. I want to see one of you destroyed. If you flip the coin, that's either both of you are bolstered or both of you are at half. I'm sure both of you want to go into this fight that's evenly matched at the height of your ability. You've been here for a while. I know you've been fighting Lucille, and oh my god, she's a beauty, isn't she? But she's been around for a while, and I feel like maybe she might be too much for you just by herself. You don't want her to be at full power, do you? Oh gods, you haven't even met Luthier yet. Oh man.
Alright, let's do it.
You wanna make a deal?
I'm not signing anything.
Flip the coin if you want.
I reach for the coin.
He throws up a coin. It's very large. On one side is a perfect head of King Boronel. The other one is still another King Boronel, but it's all scratched and burnt. So the burnt one, everybody's at half. The regular one, everybody is fully restored. He passes the coin on to you. You don't need to flip it now. Just know if you want to flip it, you can flip it. And that's the deal.
Okay.
So you're gonna promise me you're gonna wrap this up soon, right?
Just making it exciting.
Oh, I like that.
Building the
Pro-
anticipation.
You promise me it's gonna be exciting?
I promise.
Take that as your word. Move back to the throne room. If you all need anything else or want to make another deal, just let me know. He takes a sarcastic little bow, heads out, closes the door behind him.
I'll wander back in. So it seems like this could work out really well for us.
Maybe.
What happened?
So we have a coin, and there's a possibility of being at full rest, us and the vampire team. And if we team up, that's excellent.
My thought is though, if we have to take 8 hours or whatever, isn't that going to be less air that we're working with?
Oh, I took it as instant rest.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty much instant. It's either both of you are at full, or both of you are completely half.
Gotcha.
Well, really, the only one we've damaged is Lucy. And we're not doing so hot. I'm quite low on magical reserve.
Yeah, me too.
Shoot, we're going to have hell. Actually, boost Fall Star.
That would also get rid of the temporary reduction in max health.
Well, anyway, we don't have to use it now, but it could be good for us.
Yeah.
What do you people think about going to the game room?
Ugh. Can we mage hand it?
Oh, the coin?
Oh, no. You said going into the game room?
Yeah, I said game room, and I thought you said mage hand.
Yeah, so not open it and get gassed again.
Oh.
Open it from a distance.
Well, if we think Lucy is in the game room, we should try and talk to her. I'm sure she will not want a repeat of that fight. Was quite painful for her. I don't think she'll want to repeat it. All she needs to do is talk with us.
Yeah, I think we should try and find her.
To the game room, then?
Yeah.
Alright. You just exit the garden, and you go eastwards. If you remember, towards the east, you could either keep going straight, which will take you into the kitchens and the washroom, or you could take an immediate right, which would take you south into the throne room, where Klesnev is. But just to the right, or just to your left, I guess, to the north, would be the game room, where you saw a lot of movement.
Did we peek in there before?
You didn't open the doors, but it's like frosted glass. And it's like a library right before the game room. And if you continue on through the library, there is a game room.
Yeah. Let's go up to that door, see if we can perception or something.
Okay. You open the door into the library. You open the door. It's like two frosted glass doors that you kind of open. There's a small library. Most of its space here is dominated by bookshelves. Books of varying ages line the shelves, giving the room a musty smell. To the north continues into a parlor where you can see at least 36 people sitting at tables, quietly murmuring, playing some sort of game at 6 different tables.
They're just regular people here?
Yeah, you open the library. You can see there's a small library. It's a whole bunch of bookshelves, but just to the north is kind of like an opening, and an open alcove reveals a parlor beyond the library, filled with circular tables. More than a dozen masked guests sit at all of the tables, playing cards with each other in mere silence, as if nothing horrible has happened that night.
Wow.
There are at least 60 people in the parlor. There are a whole bunch of circular tables, like poker tables. People are playing joyfully. Every once in a while you hear a scream. Everybody's still masked and masqueraded from the ballroom, and nobody has seemed to notice what has happened.
Is everybody seated?
Most people are seated. Like, there's probably 8 to 12 people at each circular table. There are 6 tables, including a dealer at each one, but everybody is wearing either a mask or a costume. All the dealers are just wearing simple domino masks and tuxedos. Everybody else are dressed to the nines.
Do we see where the screams are coming from at all?
No screams in here. Every once in a while you'll hear somebody like scream in success. Oh yeah, table 1.
Can I just look at the door? Is there a padding, soundproofing, or something?
Which door?
The main one.
Click. The one you just came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no soundproofing or anything.
Do I have my crab mask
Yeah,
with my gear?
sure.
I guess I'm gonna put that on and walk among them and see if I can spot Lucy.
Okay, roll a perception check. The disadvantage is everybody is wearing masks.
Oh god. That's a 6.
You cannot pick out Lucy.
So the library's. Oh wait, no, the game room.
Yeah, the game room is beyond the library.
Okay.
Josiah, it looks like you're dying.
I think I gotta call it.
You guys want to call it for tonight?
I'm just falling asleep. Yeah, sorry, man.
This is probably a good place to start. I feel this is probably another big investigation area.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We go for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, actually, I can't do Wednesday next week.
Oh no! What about Tuesday after 7 o'clock this time?
I could do that.
I think so.
Yep, should be fine.
Okay, we'll try Tuesday.
Cool.
Thanks, dude.
Absolutely. I highly recommend, especially to Chris, Hey Riddle, the podcast. It's so fucking good.
Alright.
I'm gonna check it out.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Mwah.
Good night.
Good night.